Hey, here we go. We're live now. Welcome to another episode of Minneapolis by Night. Today we have a scene entailing some of our lovely little shifter NPC buddies. Apparently, Jason has been given information in regards to finding shifters at the Storm Crow from some leeches.
He'll walk in. I mean, just a picture. Just imagine him in a t-shirt and a trench coat.
Right.
Even though it's snowing, he doesn't seem bothered by it.
Dreams of Home is actually standing in the front room. She just kind of looks up and glances over the trench coat with a raised brow. She doesn't question that. Can I help you, sir?
He looks around. Yeah, I need to talk to somebody who is of Gaia's preference.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place.
I figured.
She looks over at the bartender and she's like, Eric, give us some space. And actually, it's quiet because it's early in the day. This place doesn't start picking up till night, so
It's a bar.
Yep. So you and the bartender and her are like the only people in the bar. And she motions to one of the seats at the bar. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. My name's Sasha Ivanov, and you are?
Jason Spencer.
Let's see if she knows that name.
She got Corona. She got shipped over.
Yep.
Because I'm tying it directly into DC. So.
Yeah, she's got
He's the one who created the Seneca Creek Aaron, remember?
Yep.
It's the same guy.
Yep. She's got 2 successes, so it's probably enough to at least pick up a name, but not.
Yeah, he may not know a lot about him, but he did something big on the East Coast. That's about it.
Right. She nods. Nice to meet you.
So I was talking to some leeches earlier this morning.
She rolls her eyes.
Yeah, they're hilarious, actually.
They're stupid.
Yeah, chasing their own fucking tail. It's hilarious. They have no idea what's going on in this city, and I think you could hit them with a hammer that shows what's going on. They still wouldn't believe it. But they are kind of concerned about a law firm.
Yes, Ram, Wolf, and Hart. I'm aware. I spoke to one of the leeches myself not that long ago.
Well, I can tell you they have ties.
They have ties?
Not the leeches, the law firm.
The law firm? Yes. That doesn't surprise me. With the glyphs that the leeches were able to produce, it really doesn't surprise me about their ties.
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask what the fuck is going on in the city, because ever since I've been here, I've been having weird-ass dreams.
I haven't been visited by those.
I'd be lucky.
So.
But apparently, indirectly, they've been told that they can't investigate the law firm by their higher-ups. He just shakes his head.
Well, I guess their higher-ups are smarter than they think. She chuckles.
I think their higher-ups are probably connected to the law firm in one way, shape, or form.
That wouldn't surprise me either. As far as I understand, this company hasn't lost a case if my research does well, and they're shady as all fuck. Pardon my French.
You make deals with demons. That's what happens. And he looks at you. You didn't know?
Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, you didn't know they're sitting right on top of a Hellmouth. They have a direct portal to hell.
Oh, balls. Holy shit.
Yeah. Why do you think they're pretty much untouchable? Most of their locations are on top of Hellmouths. They do that intentionally.
Okay. This... Cool. I should probably call
Call whoever you
one of
need.
my elders in here to get to speak with you directly on this.
You know,
It'd be better coming from the first source's mouth than the second.
gotcha.
You know.
Can I get a bottle of water?
Absolutely. She'll get him.
I have to wait.
She'll get him one and set it down.
Opens it up, sniffs it real quick because it's just habit for him. Takes a drink.
It's just water.
He's got to check. He's got sense tags and kick that in real quick.
Yep.
Old habit.
And
He's a cat in a guru territory. Come on, he's not stupid.
She'll go to the back room, and you hear her briefly saying, no, there's somebody here that I really think you should talk to. Like, this is out of my spectrum. I can't make a call on this. Like, this is all you. This is your line of work here. And then you hear her go, sorry, like, don't you have people to help you with that? Like, you're only getting one side of the
well, you can imagine how the conversation's going.
Okay. So, good idea. Half hour? Okay.
He looks at his watch. Oh, I got time. What am I even carrying?
All right. Yes, half hour. I'll see you then. And then after a moment, she comes in the back. It's going to be a little bit, but only because it's a trip. Only the drive-in.
Yeah, well, it is snowing.
And we're out in the middle of nowhere. She chuckles.
I got nowhere to be. Really, I'm done with what I had to do in the city.
Are you?
Passing through. Got to go back home.
Gotcha.
Got a kid who's being an upstart and need to bitch slap and put back in place.
I don't know anything about that particular walk of life at the moment, but I can only imagine I've seen enough pups and youngsters to know that they can't be a handful.
Oh, well. This little kitty thinks he can do things. He hasn't learned yet.
You've got a little kitty that thinks she can do things, and hopefully she's learned. No offense.
Yeah. Not all my kind to pay attention and watch what they're doing.
That's true, but if my memory serves, you guys are supposed to keep secrets.
You're not. Usually. You know, that whole, you guys screw up the war rage thing. Kind of. He just smiles. Don't worry, I don't hold it personally. It should happen.
That was the past.
Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, some of them got kind of what they deserved. I mean, should we have lost tribes? No, but honestly, are we better off? Well, it opened the eyes of a lot of people. So, I mean, in a sense, it kind of was a greater thing. So, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I said the past is the past. I wasn't a part of that, and I certainly, I wouldn't necessarily be holding it against everybody. Those involved, they are the ones to blame, not
most of them are dead, though, so,
Precisely, yeah.
Not
exactly.
so much of a worry there.
It's true. You guys sit there for a little while and have a...
just out of curiosity, if she really wants to look, because he doesn't have his trench coat tied, but I mean, you notice even as he's kind of sitting at the bar, he kind of readjusted so that his trench coat seems to be, it looks like he's, trying to keep it closed. But, if she wanted to look, she could see.
She's
Because
totally.
he
She's
wears
a
the
Shadow
two
Lord.
helmets,
She'd totally look.
Yeah. Wears them proudly. He just, knows you can't walk around in public with
And her perception alertness.
Oh, yeah. You notice.
5.
Yeah, you notice at one point in time he kind of shifts, just to get a little more comfortable, and you happen to see the hilt of the blade. He just kind of quickly readjusts and he covers back up with the trench coat.
She just nods. She's not.
Don't worry, I don't plan on using him. He just looks at you.
I certainly hope not.
No.
At least not here.
Not
Chuckles. And actually, at that point, she looks up and out through the window, and she's like, "Oh, well, it seems like the elder is here, the one that needs to be here to speak with you."
He looks over.
And yeah, she's like, "If you'll excuse me, I'll leave the two of you to business." As Heart Like Ice walks in the door. And she looks around the bar and she's like, "Oh, well, I'm guessing I'm here to meet with you." She smiles, noting how empty it is in here.
Unless Casper's hanging around, I'm pretty sure you're here to meet me.
Well, I certainly hope Casper isn't hanging around.
I can look, but I just don't feel like it.
Right. And she's actually going to send to the true form on him just so she knows who she's dealing with.
He just looks at you kind of chuckles.
Okay.
You hear you take the breath. That's why he chuckles.
Yep.
The big inhale.
Yep. She
could have asked. I would have told
she's
you.
got 3.
It's empty in here.
Well, I figured I didn't want to be rude by asking, and I just wanted to know.
I'm in a place called the Storm Crow. I know the reference, so I didn't walk in here willy-nilly out of the blue.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm Kateri, Heart Like Ice of the Wendigo.
So we definitely will have a much better conversation. Jason Spencer. I'm not gonna even bother with all the names because not all of them. He just looks at you. Not all of them are.
Oh, you have as many names as a Silver Fang? She rolls her eyes at Silver Fang.
No, not that many, thankfully, but some are just not friendly. I've gotten a few reps here and there. Just
well, we can't all be the hero, can we? Sometimes we're just painted out to be villains, even if we're not.
People didn't see the bigger picture things. It wasn't my fault. Well, she called you here because I had some information that you probably need to know.
Oh. She sits down. She'll take a seat in one of the bar stools next to him, and
I know you've heard about the law firm and that they have some powerful contacts. More powerful than you realize.
All right. Well, Dreams has told me what what she's been told about it. Unfortunately, we don't know any more than that.
Well, I can tell you that the law firm sits upon a Hellmouth.
Her eyes get really, really big.
Yep. That's the reaction I was expecting. And that the law firm has a prestigious record. They make deals. They make deals of the kind that aren't good for anybody else. Try with the demons.
Oh.
But they do have some worm contacts.
That's what I understand. Dreams of home, Sasha. Here, she motions towards the back room. told me they had some glyphs that were shown to her when bringing up the law firm.
Yeah.
Femorai and Black Spiral Dancer glyphs. Those are the only ones, but this
you can expect more.
We've already got a massive worm problem in this city. I don't know where they keep coming from, but they just keep coming, and we can't figure out where they're coming from.
I might want to locate that because it's pretty bad around here. Walk around the city. Oof.
Whatever they're doing a damn fine job of keeping themselves under the radar.
You just gotta know where to look and who to push. Need a small. They do have a connection to the toy factory. The one that I just recently saw burned to the ground. Oh, what a tragedy that was.
Cute. So that.
Well, let's say the League just decided to go on the offensive.
I heard that
they got tired of being, on the defensive all the time. Figured it was time to start getting some payback.
Oh. Hellmouth. She's just like, oh, for the love of Gaia, why does it never stop? It never stops!
It never does. The battle never ends. What do you think we're all put here for?
No, I'm aware.
Just if the battle ended, our job would be kind of pointless.
I mean, this is just like literally one thing after another. It's just unusual. It's an unusual amount of activity is all.
Well,
blatant.
What they probably haven't told you is I did some research on this city because I was curious why I was hearing so many reports come from this city, and none of them were good. I did some research. There are quite a few ley lines or magical nodes that intersect underneath the city itself. So basically, you're sitting on a giant vergence of numerous power spots.
Well, with that Gnosis explosion a matter of a few weeks ago, I believe it was 2 weeks ago now on an OOC note.
Yeah, something like that.
I believe that has a major thing to do with it. I mean, our Seps have grown exponentially in power, as has our spirit.
Yeah, but you also got to remember, as you guys, as the good guys get,
as we get things, as do our enemies. Yes.
And it seems they're growing more bolder in their actions.
Bolder and bolder, actually. I've actually had things delivered and gone undetected somehow on my bond.
Yes, I heard.
I run things. I'm trying to figure out how they got past all these boards unseen.
Yeah.
Because
I heard about the little skin dancer problem. He looks at you.
Yeah. And while I know
parties talk when you know how to talk to him. He smiles.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of eyes and ears, both physically and umbrally, so whoever got it there was really damn good. Like, they got it just beyond the wards, literally at the edge of the bond. Without being noticed by anyone on Sept, my guardians or myself.
That's impressive.
Believe me, I take care of business, despite what the other younger pups say.
I haven't talked to
They don't know what they speak of. Oh, the spirits speak a lot.
Yeah, I'm not surprised the pups talk a lot. They do that. They don't realize the weight it is to be in one position.
They seem to have issues with me treating the letting Farah take set positions. However, you know,
Yeah, well,
if they've proven that they're capable, why should they not be able to have a position like anybody else? I don't see. None of them have come asking for anything.
I'd love to see them try that shit on my camp. I'd bitch slap them down and make them do the bitch work.
No.
They'd have less standing than the kinfolk on my camp. You want to act like that and be a dumbass? You know, obviously.
We are all here to serve Gaia in some form or another.
Mm-hmm.
They may not like my decision, but
They have to
kiss
abide
my
by it.
ass.
They have to abide by it.
Because those who have been given their positions have earned them. I'm rather fond of them. She smiles.
But yeah, that's mainly what the leeches wanted me to tell you, is the fact that they really can't investigate. They've been ordered not to.
They've been ordered not to, but they want us to stick our necks out and deal with their problem. Now, granted, it's our problem too, given the glyphs involved. But what information do we have to go off of it besides that?
They have a couple of BSD guards.
So are they heavily guarded, is what you're saying, or is there just a few?
There's a few that I saw, but I couldn't get any closer without ill effects.
There's a few dancers we could bypass, but a bunch, no.
I didn't go into the building, so I couldn't tell you, but from what I saw outside and from what I smelled outside, they have a few BSDs.
So what we need to do is an information mission.
Probably would be a good idea to get some kind of recon. Because I guarantee this law firm is at the center of everything.
I wish these pups and whatnot would pack up. We've got a shortage of packs.
Oh, fair warning, they are very technologically advanced. So I'm thinking they have some other pull as well.
This power plant raid had a high technology, advanced technology as well. I wonder if they're
yeah, I wouldn't doubt if the law firm had some kind of dealing with that. I know they're involved with the toy company. I checked. It's actually public record that they've represented Happy Fun Times toys quite a few times.
Well, I guess I need to get my information people on that. And if there's technology, that means it can be gotten into. If we can get information first going that way, then we'll better know what we're getting ourselves into. Do it with a physical recon mission.
And be very careful if you try and tap into them. I have a feeling they have a few things set up just for that particular.
Maybe we should bypass their technology altogether.
I wouldn't recommend Umbral Trial. He looks at you. Found out the hard way. Not a good place.
How bad is it over there?
The best I could put it is picture if Malphaeus came to town. He looks at you.
Fuck. So it's basically a blight.
Oh.
Worse than a blight.
It's bad. Very bad. They lost a few numbers when I decided to take a look, but I have a feeling they got them refreshed.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to go on a recon mission in the physical with a bunch of people, unless you set up one group as a distraction.
You might want to warn them, though, that they could be dead. I mean,
any mission of this nature could mean death. Now, the problem is making sure the pups actually follow instructions and don't...
good luck on that one.
try to get into it. Don't go looking for a fight, as it were. Just do exactly what they're intended to do. Look, don't touch, don't play.
Yeah, I figured the pup's doing that.
Yeah, right. Not mine.
Little hint, most pups don't do what they're told. That's why they're
Oh,
pups.
well, they're a good cuff upside the head. Got a pup telling me stories about some firing guns in buildings, not watching where they're going, crashing through walls, carelessly dropping buildings while others are still inside.
The good old days. You just got trouble.
I'll tell you what, I didn't even pull that shit as a pup. And they're concerned about me letting Farah have positions. I think they need to be more concerned about their own stupidities. I think Windburnt is about to have a lot of work to do with these little bastards.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember, they're still young, they're still learning. It takes them a while to get the gist of things.
Yeah,
they don't realize that we as elders are calculating. We have a little more patience. Young ones nowadays seem to be very impatient about things.
Well, they're going to learn the hard way. They're either going to get themselves killed or learn. And I'd rather them learn than get themselves killed.
Yeah.
Gaia needs all of her warriors. I'd rather see them go honorably and in glory than in stupidity because they didn't check something or they did something they shouldn't have, or need to be more careful. She shakes her head.
Sometimes you need to let them fuck up on their own, let them realize their own mistakes. If they don't think there's any consequences for it, then they're going to keep doing it.
That's true.
But consequences from you isn't going to be the same as real life consequences.
That's very, very true.
I mean, as much as you are trying to keep them from dying, sometimes the greater good wills it. Sometimes Gaia sees that maybe it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to say it, I have nothing but respect for the young ones who are trying to do their thing, but sometimes it's gotta happen. And usually, the sad thing is, it's usually the good ones that get screwed over. The ones that are dumbasses and do everything stupidly are the ones who somehow manage to survive.
Yeah, and that leads me to concerns about another one of our pups with running with these headlong people.
Like I said, there's not much you can do about it. Basically, just let it,
She's got issues of her own, and if they're going to run headlong and do stupid things, these issues may be compromised. And I'll tell you what, and in her case, death might be a better option than what they could potentially get her into if they fuck up. She's present.
Well, the young leeches have plans. They are trying to get to the bottom of the grand scheme of things. They finally have begun to realize that there's a bigger picture at play. Whether or not they ever get to the actual
what it is
problem could be fun. I had an interesting conversation with one of their crime agents, the gay girl one.
I'm unfamiliar with their clan names.
The gang girl, they're the ones who are their representative is the one who's been speaking with you, speaking with the shifters.
With Dreams of Home and the Warder of the Other Sept.
The weird thing is, Rob kind of hinted to me that
she's just like, she looks at you and you say Rob, like, who the fuck is Rob?
The gang girl agent. He hinted to me that he believes that some of the powers that be that are in the city that have positions are not in the best interest of anyone. Specifically, he and this is probably the most disturbing aspect, though he has no proof and he admitted that, but he suspects the new prince of the city is in league with everything that's going on. Whether or not it's true or not, I don't know, but I usually tend to listen to him a little better. He seems to keep his eye out a bit more than they actually suspect.
So their leader, they think, is pulling all the stops against them.
Yeah, it's
That's
funny
what-
because they when they make a move, they always seem to be countered, and they brought it up when I was talking to him earlier.
Interesting.
Yeah, they haven't quite figured out that obviously someone with it. Well, I mean, I assume they figured it out last night after our little talk that, someone's got to be in on the game that they're playing.
So they think that he's behind it, and this is why they are no longer allowed to investigate, which is why they're going to other sources.
No, see, here's the catch. They have no idea. They don't know that Rob suspects the Prince of the City as being the mastermind.
Okay, but they know that they've been told not to look into things.
Mm-hmm. They were told specifically
Which
not to look
is
into
why they're sending you to speak with us.
Well, they figure since they can't directly investigate, I think where the exact words were, they can't directly investigate the law firm. They can indirectly do it or go through alternate sources for it. Because maybe something you guys turn up, or one of the other groups turn up, could be more damning against the order.
If I come up with some see, my response to that is investigate, see what I find, and blow the building. That may not be so good, though. There's always repercussions for any action.
Well, the ironic thing is, from what I could tell, is the building being there is what's keeping the Hellmouth from opening fully.
Okay, don't blow it.
Basically, it's like a giant filter. They're using power within it, but they're keeping it limited. Which means those that control it are smart enough to know it.
Okay, so blowing it up is probably a bad idea.
Probably, I can't say one way or the other. It could all close it up, but I don't know. I don't want to say for certain. Yeah, go ahead and do it, and then find out. Boom, you blow it up. Hey, guess what? You just opened up the world to shit.
Yeah, I would rather not be responsible for that.
Yeah, I mean, again, without being able to get into the building and investigate it further, I can't say one way or the other. Well, this affects everybody, and as much as I don't want to help out the leeches, they've never done much to help me out. Well, the argument can be made in many ways.
I will, I'll send some of my higher ranking people to check it out, because I'm not going to send a bunch of pups to Hellmouth who can't control themselves.
Each other. It's definitely a good idea. Even if you don't think about it as helping the leeches, don't even think about it that way. Think about it as possibly stopping a greater worm threat.
Correct. And
because if they do have BSD and Fomori ties, then you can imagine what kind of other ties they have.
Oh, I can imagine. And that being said, I want to know exactly what the Kindred know on it before I send my people in to look on it.
The problem is the ones who are doing all the work and trying to figure it out don't really know as much as they should.
Well, maybe they don't, but anything they know is better than nothing. I want to know exactly what they know.
True. I mean, they're kind of being hamstrung by their superiors, which is why I tend to give Rob's information credence. From what I've seen, they've been kind of held back from being allowed to do a lot more than what should be.
She
But
said,
I don't think they realize it. I don't think they realize it yet. That's the sad thing.
They may not, but unfortunately, I guess it's time for me to actually deal with them myself because I'd rather not get secondhand information.
Well, from what I can gather, their liaison to the shifters seems to be a pretty reasonable individual and seems to have his head somewhat on his shoulders. I'm not so sure about the other people he trusts. They can be questionable. One's a Tremere, and we won't even go there on that one.
So what you're telling me is he needs to come alone.
I would recommend that.
Very well. I'm not meeting him on his turf, and I don't expect him to meet me on mine. I'm certainly not going to have that go down. But
I'd say somewhere neutral. I mean, due to everything going on, he may bring one or two people with him, but I wouldn't hold that against him.
Well, in which case, I'll make sure to have my ass covered too.
I don't plan on going anywhere for a bit. I mean, technically my business is done here, but I'm more curious to see how this all plays out.
Well,
we'll have to get home eventually and put my
they
child
seem
in
to
line.
be they seem to be comfortable with you. Would you like to do this meeting with me?
Sure, what the hell.
Well,
And if they get out of line, he moves his turn to taps the hilt of his sword.
she chuckles.
He just smiles.
She says, don't worry. You see her like crack her knuckles. I have my own means. I'm not exactly defenseless either. She just chuckles.
Taps on the bar. You see his claws grow. Yeah, I can do that too. I mean, I have my general defenses, but always hurts to have a nice backup. They tend to bring guns. I tend to learn, if you're faster than a gun, then they can draw if they're dead.
Looks around the bar and I'm gonna drop a rage so she can expand her claws. And when she does, you actually you'll notice underneath her claws there are Wendigo glyphs, like on the nail beds, which literally looks like what had to happen in order to make this was she had to pull her nails out in order to get completely off to get the tattoos on the nail beds.
Ouch. That had to be paid.
Yeah, it was very brutal.
He looks at you. Ouch.
Yeah. Well worth it. Let me put it this way. Well, it's not exactly fire. They're still not gonna have fun. You get they're Wendigo and ice glyphs, so you get the idea that they freeze shit. And while I may deal mainly in my claws and claws, they're still not very fun either.
But yeah, I mean, maybe they need a push in the right direction. Maybe they need someone else there to kind of kickstart it. I mean, I know they want to get on the right track, but they're, like I said, I think they're being hamstrung. And I don't think they realize it.
Maybe it's time to put the idea in their head from another perspective that maybe their leader isn't as forward with them.
You got to be careful how you word that, because from what I gather, they're kind of partial to their leader right now.
Well, I'll just make it known that the spirits have suggested something.
It's one of those keep your friends closer, enemies closer. If you get that, if they can really understand that message, they might start beginning to see things clearly.
That's quite true. Quite true. And if they open their mouths, well, they damn themselves, and that's a bunch. That's 1 2 less leeches I got to worry about later.
It's not.
Hell. Well, hell. She
Take out a piece of paper, write a number down. That's a way to get a hold of me.
Okay, and she actually she'll take that and she's like, funny enough, that's exactly what I was gonna do. Great minds. She smiles. She like leans over the bar and just grabs a napkin because that's what she has. Grabs a pen that's sitting at the edge of the bar and writes her contact information on it. It's only a phone number.
Yeah. I move around a lot, so I don't have a specific place to find me. I purposely move around so they can't fucking track me.
Right. Being what you are, you're more than welcome at my Sept. You so choose to be. We're fair friendly. I can't say too much on the other Sept.
Yeah, the less I am known around, the easier it makes things.
No, that's fine.
Sometimes pups tend to run their mouth more than they should.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
so
do.
The less the younger ones know about my existence, probably the easier it will be.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling.
Make sure that Dreams of Home keeps their mouth shut.
I would hope so.
And I will keep mine shut. You'll have. I'll.
Yeah.
Anything that you need, just come to me from now on.
Gotcha. I may find other targets that appeal to my interest. I've been removing some fanged problems from the city. Ironically helping them out, and they don't even get it.
She chuckles. It's funny.
Yeah. Well,
so
it was directed to certain people.
You were one of the one in question that the rumors have been speaking of. Got it.
Yeah, there are a few that got taken out that needed to be. Although I would love to claim credit for the whole former prince being removed, but I can't. It wasn't me.
Wait.
I wasn't here around then. Well, I was, but I wasn't. I was investigating first.
Oh, so their person in power is new.
Yeah.
Oh, even better. Even better. What was the deal with the... Well, the former person in power, if I recall, didn't they have an alliance with the shifters?
Yes. Well, here's the funny thing. From what I gathered, at one point in time, the former actual prince, the one who was officially, given the title and had the power to back it, James Crow had made deals with the shifters because of his lineage. He was Native American.
That's right. That's right.
And then he gave it up, left, whatever. And then when he came back to try and take it, he had a gangrel that was basically his rival for the throne. So that was a internal conflict. Whoever's pulling the strings in the city deemed it necessary that those two be removed from power. So the leeches are on the assumption that what's going on is basically a hostile takeover. What they don't understand is it's already been taken over. They're just fighting to get it back. Because the people in power, I can tell you right now, I guarantee, are already here and positioned exactly where they want to be.
More than likely. I'm really glad that our politics aren't that nasty.
Yeah.
If we want something, we're direct about it. We don't fuck around.
You keep all the kids busy with, the play toys while while the adults handle the real business.
While you're playing pieces on the chessboard.
And when it comes time for the kids to realize, hey, we've been fucked the whole time, it's already too late. And they're just starting to realize that. So it leads me to believe that they're already too late. But they may have a way if they do things just right. We'll have to see. I'm more curious to see how this all plays out.
Well, if they want us to stick our necks out and help them out in this matter, I certainly hope that regardless of what they've been told, that they will do something to aid us in the matter.
Make that a prerequisite.
Yes,
if you don't spell it out to them, they can find loopholes. To make sure there are no loopholes they can use.
Oh, I'll spell it out to them. You're going to help us if help us if you want us to look into this for you. And if you don't, we're not going to look into it. Try to fuck me, and you're going to wind up with a nice little, you're going to go sunbathing. That's going to be the long and the short of it is. Short of it. Because I don't want to get fucked. I don't particularly feel like dealing with their bullshit drama. But it affects us all. This company works.
Well, I think this company.
And if they expect us to fight it by ourselves, no, baloney. I'm not going to lose all my people just because their people may even be the one behind it.
Yeah. Well, usually, I mean, what it seems like is it seems like they've intentionally tried to put the various groups of supernaturals against each other, like purposely trying to cut all ties and make the Kindred at least on their own. Like, it seems like they've done everything they can to keep you guys from assisting the Kindred or the will workers and mages to assist anybody. It's like they've been keeping, because if you look at it, if you look at the grand scheme of things, from what I've been able to pick up from just being around as long as I have, it seems like every little faction has their own little problems they're dealing with. But it just seems like they all have their problems at exactly the same time.
She's rolling her wits enigmas. Just to figure out, yeah, that's good.
Now, one or two I could say is a coincidence, but 3 major factions all being kept busy with miscellaneous stuff on the side.
Wait. Law firm, toy company, power plant, a bottling factory. Oh, fuck no. Okay.
Call me crazy, I'm a newbie here, but it seems like you guys are all being kept busy doing your own thing, purposely to keep you from joining.
By a company, one company in particular.
Or several companies, all being controlled by one
big company, yes. I wonder what company we're talking about.
Oh, I wonder.
She curls her lip into her snarl and rolls her eyes.
Yeah, the same company that always gives everyone problems, but no one can ever seem to give any proof.
They're just growing in this city.
And people aren't seeing it. I mean, they haven't put together the fact that everything that's happening, no matter which side you're on. Now, admittingly, I don't know how often at least all three groups I'm aware of, speak to each other. But it's kind of odd that all these things are happening and keeping everyone busy doing one thing or another instead of everybody taking a chance to step back and look at the bigger picture and notice that all the items going on all seem to be distractions. I gotta admit, I've seen the Kindred, literally they're running around chasing their own tails because they have no fucking clue. I've seen them chase more false leads than I've ever seen before.
Oh.
Like, it's almost as if these people are making the Kindred out to be really fucking stupid. Or
they just know the ins and outs of how they operate and how everybody else operates.
I mean, and that's a more disturbing aspect, because that means they have detailed information on each and individual Kindred, which means they could have detailed information on each and every mage, each and every shifter. As much as you guys try to keep secrets, as you said, the spirits talk.
Spirits do talk.
And they'll talk to anybody for the right price.
Yes. And the spirits talk. Chuckles.
Just a thought, just an outsider's opinion. That's what it seems like is going on. Sometimes it takes another set of eyes that hasn't been involved in everything to see a bigger picture. I could be wrong.
Get out nearly often enough being in my position. I have to keep an eye on the set, but it might do some good.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get out and look into this and put my worm foe on a watch so I can do some investigating.
Like I said, I could be completely wrong in what I see, but I'm telling you, I've been around a long time. Something ain't right. And it seems like this is intentionally being done to keep everyone busy, keep everyone focused from the bigger picture. I think, ironically, Kevin said it best last night. It's like I'm looking at a 100-piece jigsaw puzzle, and I only got about 10 pieces.
All right.
And ironically, I think each faction could probably say the same if they really sat and thought about it. You guys are all looking at the same puzzle, but the problem is you each have different sets of pieces.
And we're not putting them all together.
Correct.
So I guess what I actually need to do is I need to go talk to this leech myself so we can sit down and get our information straight.
I mean, I think seriously what needs to happen is we need to meet a grand conclave of all the major factions within the city and have a sit down with all the higher ups or even people who are least willing to talk to the others and go, look, here's what we have going on. Here's what you have going on. Here's what we think you have going on. Doesn't it seem odd that all these things are going on at about the exact same time as each other?
No, I agree. Normally I would just say fuck it and keep to ourselves, but we're already in we've already done some minor chats with the name breakers and we're on friendly terms there, so I think that will be okay. We just need to get everybody to sit down first.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be, you seemed in, how long have you been in the city? None of us have
He smiles. Longer than even the leeches now, but I didn't.
That's all right. So you know quite a bit of the goings on.
Oh, I've seen what's happened in the city. I've seen it turn to a shitstorm. But I'm not the only one who's been watching. That's what's funny.
No.
Oh no. I've picked up on a few people that take a little too much, well, at least in the Kindred
taking
side.
Interest? Who or what is taking interest?
Well, on the Leech side, they have one of their higher ups, like someone of extreme power, who was here publicly briefly, but what they don't know is she never left, nor did she arrive when they think she did. She's been here quite a while.
Who's that?
Lucinda. She's a Justicar for the Kindred. Uber police force for the Kindred. The Justicars go and handle matters of greater importance to the Camarilla, or the, lack of a better term, good guy side of the Kindred.
Do you think she may be of more use than the others?
I think she's keeping the fact that she's around secret for a reason. I think she wants to see how it plays out. I think she's been putting people in places to give them information. Whether or not the leeches are doing anything with it is the difference.
Okay, you said her name was Lucinda. Does she have a last name?
I don't know. All I know is her name is Lucinda.
All I need is a first name.
She's extremely powerful, and she also is one of the people who tends to hunt down those that are on what they call the red list, which is the bad kindred of the Camarilla, the hardcore, you violated so many rules, the Camarilla can't even tolerate you anymore. And they can't tolerate you enough to want you destroyed.
Okay.
She hunts down the bad guys. Is she on our side? I don't know. Ultimately, her concerns are the Camarilla, I will tell you that. From what I know,
that's fine and dandy, but if she's hiding underneath the scenes, then she probably knows something. And
I'm sure she knows quite a bit. What she's going to let on is a different story, because she didn't even give them a lot of information when she was publicly known here.
Well, that's fine. Maybe I can get her to talk if I can track her down. We have our ways.
She's been hiding under the radar. You'll run into her every so often. She's really good at covering her tracks. I got to give her that. I'm really good at hunting people, and she's giving me a run for my money.
Well,
I think she thinks I'm hunting her, which makes that really ironic because I'm really not actually trying to track her down to kill her. Because I've been thinking the same thing. What if I could talk to her, find out what she knows?
maybe
If
if
she
we work
doesn't
together,
want
we
to
might be
make
able to
herself
find
known,
something.
she doesn't want to make herself known. I mean, I'm not going to reveal her whereabouts.
Oh, no, not at all. That's not my intent. If she's staying hidden, she's looking at the bigger picture. But unfortunately,
Yeah, she's.
if we're
not
getting
one-
involved, I want to talk to somebody who knows something. And clearly these young ones that you're talking about know jack and shit.
They know some. The problem is they're only getting fed various pieces of information.
Correct.
I think if they were made to see a bigger picture, they'd start investigating where they need to investigate, not where they've been
Yes.
directed to.
And
They
which
keep
is-
trying and they keep getting put off to the side. I've watched it happen time and time again. They keep going on the right track and then keep getting thrown off track by
Yes.
whoever is running this game.
Right. You do know that we have rituals that help us find people.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure you have your own.
He looks at it. Yeah,
Yes.
right at the question sound. Yeah,
Yes.
simple one.
Very simple.
Or you
I
could
must
just talk
write
to the
to
spirits.
them.
I
Or the
guarantee
spirits.
they know where she's at.
I may have to do that. I don't want to fuck with her, but unfortunately, it sounds like it's coming down to elders need to talk to elders, and
No,
the youngins are no longer. The youngins need to be straightened out.
well, I think if you put the youngins on all the groups on the right path, I think you'll
Mhm.
get the answers you're looking for. They just need to be put on the right path. Right now, they're being put on the path they were
Well,
either they so chose or someone else put them on. So I mean that's the catch.
yes. All right. Now that I know what needs to be done, I'm gonna have Dreams of Home make contact with the leech that she's speaking with, and I'm gonna try to track down this Lucinda woman on my own,
Okay.
and hopefully
I'd
try
be
to speak
very
with her.
Like I said, her concerns are pure Camarilla matters.
Well, that's fine. Whatever that means, I don't care. I just want to know what the hell is going on in this city.
It means unless it
It's
directly
someone-
affects the masquerade or their version of the litany, she's not going to have much of a care about it. Right now, it hasn't, so that's why I think that's why she's been keeping herself kind of hidden, because she wants to see how far this goes, or more appropriately, how deep in the rabbit hole it goes.
Well, if she who knows? I'm gonna try. That's all I can do.
I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying just be careful. She's not, I mean, she's not exactly one you can trust, but at the same time, she probably is a valuable source of information, which is why she's staying hidden.
Which is why I intend to find her, and I'll make it clear to her that I don't intend her any harm or to spill her location. If I do, I wouldn't have known. Okay, I'm gonna go to. Oh my god, she's just like so much to deal with. So much to deal with.
And see, when you get a chance to get out and actually see things and really pay attention to things, I mean, you don't have to be obvious. Just pay attention to what's going on. Be amazed what you uncover.
That's the unfortunate part. I am on the Sept, so I mean, I don't get to talk to necessarily any and every spirit that's out on this end of things, or information isn't always coming across in the same way that it would if I were out in the field myself. People forget things and important things, or you're only getting strings of information, and unfortunately you don't know what they've missed, like I said, because you haven't seen it yourself. position, so I think I'm going to start coming out a little bit, looking into things myself, and this will be a good start. Because clearly, they need someone to look into it.
Well, they need someone who's not biased, who's not being directed by others. I think that's the problem. Is they're, like I said,
they have to follow orders from their elders, much like we do. Yeah. And thankfully, being in my position, I have one person at the Sept above me, and I don't think my father is going to argue with me. She chuckles. Usually I wouldn't even suggest something of this nature without good reason. Damn well knows it. Might get my ass kicked for suggesting it, but he's not going to tell me no.
Do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands.
Yep. That's quite true. Well, Jason, it seems that I have a lot to look into, and I will be in touch with you.
I'll be around.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. And she stands up and offers a hand.
He stands up. He shakes your hand. And pleasure meeting you. Like I said, I'll be around if needed. Maybe to provide a little insight. I mean, I can just be a consultant for all it matters. Like I said, I'm going to stick around and see how this goes. Because the question they asked me last night, which I found rather ironic and that they didn't pick up on, is the fact that, why does it matter to me since it's not my city? I said, you don't understand. I said, if they get away with it in this city, what's to stop them from doing it in others? If they get a foothold here, they may have a few footholds here and there, but if they get a major foothold somewhere and are able to influence their will, or their abilities elsewhere, here.
Right. Then they can do it elsewhere. Here is just a small start. This is just a power building base, as it were.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to him, is the fact that it seems like they're trying to build a power base. And they're trying to use this city as a starter point, or at least a test run. I mean, this may be all just a pure test on their part to see how well it would work and what they could do, Maybe find out what weaknesses they have that they have to fix before their actual one, which is probably more scary to think of. I'm hoping it's their, they think they got everything handled and know how to handle everybody, so that, this is where they're hoping to start their power base from.
Right.
That's my ultimate hope.
Or this could very well be a test run.
Yeah, if it's a fucking test run, then that's scary, because that means whatever happens here,
it means they have time to improve upon their tactics.
Yeah. And another city is going to be a target.
Then they'll try something bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And keep moving on up, because they can. Mm-hmm. So, yes. Mr. Spencer, I am going to make some calls. Do some things here in the city. Like I said, I will be in touch with you. Mm-hmm. If you happen to stumble upon anything new, please contact me.
I'll let you know.
Thank you, sir. Yep. She's gonna be like, Dreams, I'm leaving. Call the leech. Set up a meeting. And she'll give Jason a nod and go for the door.
Okay.
She has a look, and the look on her face when she goes for that door, she is on a mission. She's not fucking around. And the door actually slams behind her. Not out of anger, just on a mission. She's got a purpose now. And that's that. So we'll call this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.